We got some mama drama for y'all today. Wendy, tell them what happened.
No.
Mama Bear had lost her temper.
I don't think that that's vlog appropriate.
Come on now, tell them all about it.
Okay, I'll tell, but I don't want everybody judging me because it is really, really not like me. Except like me sometimes, but not a lot.
We saw the fangs and the horns came out. Ridgecrest Wendy came out.
You need to explain that.
Well, one of our first places we lived was in a mobile home in a trailer park. So sometimes the trailer park comes out in Wendy.
I think we lived there for a year, right?
We call her Ridgecrest Wendy when that happens.
And he says that the trailer comes right up at me. I did. I had a moment. Mama drama diary.
Trip here to Mississippi was very eventful. I was already on edge. I don't know if I've ever mentioned before, I have bipolar. It's not like horrible, terrible bipolar. Oh, that's debatable. I take Prozac. That's probably not what I'm supposed to take. I'm probably supposed to take something more potent. But anyway, I normally take 10 milligrams of Prozac, and for this journey, I took 20 because I figured I would need an extra boost to deal with my children, and I did. I think it'll be okay. You know, the ferry ride was fine. We just got dropped off by Jenny at the ferry boat, and we've got to go all the way to Cancun to get on the airplane. We're like in the middle of trying to leave, and my stupid cat runs under my bed and won't come out, so he's lost in my house somewhere. Jenny's got to go find him now and drag him out. I tried to cheer him with a blower, which would have worked if my kids would have just stayed the freak away from the door, but they didn't, and chased him back inside. We're not even gone, and I'm already ready to come home and go to bed and take a nap. He's like, see you in 14 hours. I was like, 14 hours? I'm gonna be with my 4 kids for 14 hours alone in boats, buses, and airplanes. Shoot me now. So, how are you feeling about going to visit the States?
I'm excited. Yo también, that means me too.
We made it on the ferry. 1 out of 50 things accomplished today. Check. Second leg of the journey. Off the ferry, gotta find a taxi. This is why I only packed 3 outfits for the kids so that we could all carry a backpack. That's all we're taking this time. And Squishy's done already. Come on. You having fun? Yeah, it's exciting. I'm very excited about having her on this trip.
We are going to Mississippi. We're gonna have to take 2 airplanes, avions. We are so excited. Well, finally, some safe. Well, she's like, Mommy, hold me. She wants Mom to hold her, but no. I'm like, you're too heavy. Can't carry you. There she is.
The taxi ride starting was a little dramatic, but other than that, everything was fine.
I just wanted her to know the taxi numbers. Taxi drivers are disappearing in Cancun and Playa del Carmen.
He was all like, Wendy, I just need to know what taxi number you're in, so if they kidnap, I said, whoa. If anybody wants to kidnap my children right now, all they have to do is ask. Because she was screaming almost the entire trip to Cancun because she was done after the ferry ride. She was over it. But then she fell asleep and took a power nap, and then I got to carry her all the way through the airport. The next 14 hours. Pretty excited.
We are in Cancun in a taxi. As you can see, it's a street. And we're at the Cancun airport.
So then we get all the way to the gate. Like, I got there early. I did everything right to get there early because I was so scared of that. What was gonna happen? What happened? It's an airplane and a car? of cookies. Hardest part's over, right? I mean, this is supposed to be the easy part, just waiting to board the plane. Anyway, we got here really fast, so now we're just waiting here for an hour. We're having fun watching airplanes go by. Wish me luck. I'm so tired. I'm trying to have a good attitude, and I'm finding it kind of difficult. Oh, thank you. Are you airplaning my food to me? Okay, I'm done. We're about to get on the plane. They said, oh, honey, you gotta go back to immigration. But
We did a land entry in Belize.
just charged me for the fine that you normally pay when you fly in to the airport. So we were the last people on the plane. So my kids, because I was in such a state of mommy monster psycho bear, were like perfect angels. And I did not think my children are perfect angels ever, but I'm so excited to look out the window. So they have the window open. But then I noticed that the people in front of my children, so we're sitting across from each other. It's Brighton by the window, then Brooklyn and Boeing, and then me and Squishy and some random dude over here with. Well, the people in front of my children, they keep turning around like giving me the stink eye, and I am so confused. We have not even taken off yet. We have barely put our butts in the seat, and they keep turning around like. And I'm looking behind me like, who are they looking at? Oh my gosh, they really don't like somebody on this airplane. I don't. Ooh, glad it's not me. Except it was me. Now apparently there were 6 people with it maybe, because they had 3 people in front of my kids and then 3 people in front of me. And they're summoning over the flight attendant and they're like, we're gonna need you to move us. We cannot sit in front of these children. They are completely out of control. And the flight attendant does a double take and he's like, these kids? He's like, they're buckled up and they're not moving. What are they doing to bother you? And they're like, we just need to move. And the flight attendant just kind of was like, I think everything's fine, but if you want to move after we take off and the seatbelt light goes off, this is a 2-hour flight, people. I figure that I deal with like a child screaming in my car for 2 hours, like blood curdling and screaming every day of my life. My kids, I'm like, don't even talk. They're like scared of me right now because, you know, I've been a beast on the way up to this point. So they're like being a good listener. And I tell them just look out the window and be quiet. Well, then I noticed that Brighton has shut his window and my kids are sitting like statues like this. And then the people stand up and they're like looking around. And I'm like, what in the heck is going on? The lady's like, there's no seats. What are we gonna do? What are we supposed to do on this flight? There's no seats. And I said, do you want me to switch with you? And they're like, yes, thank you. And I can sit in front of my children. Again, Squishy and I only have the 2 seats. And so all 3 of them get up to come sit in our seats. Well, then homeboy over here, earphones in, at the window, he doesn't get up because why would he move? He's not part of my family. This pissed them off. They wanted him to be part of my family. They wanted him to move with us. I apologize that I do not know this man. And then I sit in front with my children, with Squishy, and then one of the ladies has to continue to sit beside me. So we sit by the window, she sits by the aisle, and she is livid. She's just like, at this point, I'm starting to feel kind of like I want to scratch her eyes out, but I'm really trying to hold it in. I am like taking deep breaths. I am thinking no amount of Prozac in the world is going to help me right now because I can't leave. Normally in this situation, I would get up, I would walk away, I would get my kids like, let's go. Where do you go? We have taken off now. We are in the air. Do not say anything, Wendy. Do not lose it. Keep your cool, Wendy. Well, Boeing moved. Okay, I don't know if he coughed or sneezed. He made a noise. It was a muffled like, I don't know. The lady turns to me and says, can you please control your child? I'm trying to sleep. Well, you know, it was really an outer body experience. I didn't tell my mouth to talk, it just talked. I stood up, I turned around and I grabbed Brooklyn and I grabbed Boeing. And I switched them and I said, Brooklyn, please sit behind this psycho. I don't know if I should even put that in the vlog either, but this is really what happened. So if I'm being honest, B, I called her a B. And I was like, because I can trust you, Brooklyn, not to make any noises, not to accidentally touch, startle, or disturb this princess. And I don't know what all I said. I was not myself, we'll put it that way. And then I sit back down. The husband of said lady looks over at me and says, you do not talk to my wife that way. Again, something inside of me was volcano erupting.
You had flipped a script.
Thank you. I had flipped a script. I went freaking ballistic on this man. I said, you worried about me talking about your wife this way? I said, you better worry about me throwing her out the freaking window. And then I pushed the lady like this. And she said, do not touch me. And I said, you do not touch me. But she had not touched me, mind you. And I was not really making any sense probably. It was like diarrhea of the mouth. Just blah, 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 blah. How dare you? Who are you people? I basically told the lady, it's best if you not talk to me for the rest of this flight because I may or may not punch you in the face. Turned and just did not make eye contact with her for the rest of the flight because I was scared. Like my heart was going like this. I was shaking. And what would I have done if I'd have actually clawed her eyes out? Maybe jail? Do they put you in jail on an airplane? I'm guessing that they do. There's probably somebody to do that. I didn't know what that would be like to be in airplane jail. I don't want to know. Then come to find out the man had told my children they were not allowed to look out the window. Whoa. If you are a child, what is the one thing that you are so excited about? My kids had like planned this whole out. They knew that we were going on 2 airplane rides. So there and then 2 airplane rides getting back to Cosmo. They had split it up so each one of them would have a turn sitting at the window so they could stare out the window, I don't know, on an airplane! Well, I don't know that he's told my kids that. This is what my kids tell me after the fact. But I open up the window for Squishy, trying to entertain her by showing her clouds. And this man is like, has no brain. Like, I've already told them don't talk to me because I am obviously unstable. And the man's like, can you please shut the window so we can sleep? And I turned around and I said, can you please shut your eyes if you're trying to sleep? And I slammed the window up as hard as I could. I just jumped right out of the trailer and just, woo, Squishy like tried to pull it back down. I slammed it back up. I was like, at that point, we're gonna look at the window. I don't even care if Squishy hates the clouds. We're looking out the window. Nobody around said anything. I don't know what they were thinking. Those people around me were probably like, sucker. But I didn't know because I did not make eye contact. When we started to land, the 6 people that were together started clapping. I should note this. After I freaked out on them, my kids all fell asleep. Every last one of them fell asleep except for Squishy. Squishy was the only one that was still up and I was talking to her over there, which was good that she didn't fall asleep because I needed her to distract me. I made my kids wait on that airplane because they were asleep anyway, it didn't really matter, until every single person was off that plane because I was so scared I was gonna run into them and just like, I don't know, just attack them. Like, I didn't know what I was gonna do.
Now we are having a pizza picnic. We are in Florida. Owen is rocking in the rocking chair, eating his pizza, watching airplanes.
We are at the airport. Still, it's been taking forever. I have been acting wrong. When are we gonna get on the airplane? When are we gonna get on the airplane? And she's just talking to her friend on the phone.
We are here in New Orleans.
Okay, let's go find Daddy. Goodness, we're in our van. Our van that's like a real van.
Oh my goodness, I have my family back. I am so excited. Welcome to the United States.
It's the first time we've been in the States for a year. The kids and me, not Starling, he comes every month.
Thank you for flying White Man Travels for all your travel needs. In case of emergency, exits are right here, right here, right here, right here, right here, everywhere.